Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you're well. My name is Titi for those who are new, and for those who are returning, thank you so much for returning for this video. You can probably already tell there's something missing over here, and that is the Initio Rehab, and that's because that's the one I'm going to be reviewing today. I just want to give it its own video. Recently I did a top 8 Initio and I mentioned Rehab as I think it was my number 5 or number 6, but I think it does actually deserve its own video just to kind of go through everything and to kind of, whoever's interested as well, is this really worth it and is it worth all the hype around it? So if you're interested, keep watching. So as I mentioned, this is about Initio Rehab. So I'm just going to quickly go through the notes, and then I'll just discuss the performance, etc. that I've experienced from this so far. So the notes in this are patchouli, vanilla, lavender and tobacco. So those are the 4 main notes. So the opening of this is quite woody, spicy vanilla. I think it is just that little bit creamy and powdery as well. Now, there's been a lot of hype around Initio Rehab, and that's because genuinely it is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. So if you're familiar with the house of Initio, you know that this is the only one that comes in the white bottle, and this is the only one in the Hedonist collection. Now, I don't know if Initio is going to be producing more into this range. I'm not sure, but so far this is the only one in the white bottle. So let's get into the fragrance itself. This fragrance, it smells like, I mean, I don't own Victor & Ruff Spice Bomb, but I have smelled it. I know that's the male scent. I think it's the male version of Flower Bomb for women. So I have smelled Spice Bomb, and I would say that this is quite similar, but only in the first 5 to 10 minutes. Spice Bomb is definitely more sweet and it leans more towards the vanilla. This one doesn't. It does smell very, very similar though, nonetheless, but just within the first 10 minutes or so. So this is, I'll describe this as warm, slightly woody, vanilla, slightly spicy too. So this is unisex, but I think it leans more towards men than women. But I still love this, and that's not to say that women can't get away with it. So definitely unisex. So I don't smell any lavender in this at all. Even though lavender is supposed to be one of the head notes, it's not as prominent. But don't let that put you off, because all the other notes are still there. So this was a blind buy for me, and people probably already know, if you don't already know, this retail for £195, and it is supposed to be an extra at the perform. Now, to say this is an extract, I am quite disappointed, because in comparison to all the other extracts that I've smelled, this is quite weak for an extract. But from this house, this is probably the only extract, and the performance is not great for an extract, okay? And for that price as well, I wouldn't really say that it's all the way worth it. I think you can probably get away with cheaper alternatives. This was a blind buy for me because, you know, I just really love the packaging from Initio, and because this was the only one, I thought there must be something special about it. And then when I found out that, you know, it's got tobacco, vanilla, sort of lavender, patchouli, I thought, wow, I'm just gonna love it. So I decided to just buy it anyway, but I'm not massively disappointed. But what I'd say is it's not one that I reach for all the time. I feel like I sometimes forget about it. And that's not on purpose, that's just because, I don't know, it just doesn't quite stand out as much, you know, in comparison to all the other ones from this house, like maybe Oud for Greatness, maybe Side Effect. This doesn't quite stand out as much for me. I think other people might think differently, so obviously fragrances are very subjective, so, you know, feel free to get yourself a sample and just test it if you are thinking of actually buying this scent. It is all in all great. It's very pleasant. It is very beautiful. If you're just going out, you're just looking for something to wear, you just want to smell nice, you can just reach for this and spray. But I just find that I don't reach for it as much, and I don't know why. But today I just decided that it does deserve its own video, so I'm just gonna go through it all and just go through my experience so far. So the initial opening is very strong, it's very pleasant. The dye down becomes very vanilla, very creamy, so it does last quite a while. I say the sillage is probably about 8 out of 10, which I think is quite good. Longevity, again, probably 7 or 8 out of 10. Projection as well, probably about 7 or 8 out of 10, I'd say. I have had this for some time, and I have worn it a couple of times, but like I said, I don't wear it very often. But it is still a beautiful fragrance. If you are considering it, feel free to get yourself a sample and just test it for yourself, just kind of see how you feel. But yeah, that's it for Initio Rehab. I know this is already quite a popular scent, so if you already own this, or you've experienced it from somebody who owns it, let me know how you feel. Pop all your comments down below. If you have any questions, there's something that I haven't quite mentioned that you're interested in knowing about, then pop that question down below as well, and I will get back to you. But that's it, that is Initio. I think the packaging is pretty much just standard. If you're interested, I'll just show you the packaging very quickly. This is what the packaging looks like. It's just pretty much standard from the Initio house, only it's just white, and the panel there is just silver, whereas the other ones are sort of like red and gold. So this one is just white, and you just get like a little note in there, really. But that's it, there's nothing different about this at all with regards to packaging. So that's it. I just thought I'd show you that very quickly for those who might be interested. So if I haven't mentioned anything and you're interested, just let me know. If you already own this as well, I would be very interested to know what it's like for you and how you feel about it. So leave all your comments down below. If you like this video, click like, and if you haven't yet subscribed, just think about subscribing to this channel, and I'd very much appreciate that. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope it's been informative. I hope it's been helpful to some of you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.